Raising up in the Philippines where we're struggling when we are young. And the mind that keeps me moving forward is that get up. One day, you can turn these struggles into strength.
Was there a darkest point or a point where you had the largest setback of your life?
At the end of the day, no one will save you, Vivek, on that craziest and deepest saddest of your life. No one will come to pick you. You have to pick yourself.
Does toxic relation affect people's emotional intelligence part?
I am also a suicidal survivor.
Do you think faith in God has an impact on the person's decision making or controlling this emotional disruptions happening? Does it impact?
Silence is very nice.
Because it is applicable on all the roles that you play as a father, as a kid, as a brother, as a boss, or even as a general human being.
Absolutely.
Applicable.
Even if you fail, trust the process. One day, you have to really pick up yourself and move forward. One day, those struggles.
Hello everyone, this is Vivek Naik and I welcome you all to the first ever episode of Readers Official. Today, I have the author of Dare to be a CEO. Not just that, he is also a licensed practitioner of emotional intelligence. Plus, he's an educator and a lifelong advocate of mental health and wellness. So today, I offer to you Mr. Joey Rendon. Hello sir, how are you doing today?
Hi, thank you, Vivek, for inviting me here. I'm so glad to be here tonight.
It is a pleasure to have you. I still remember the day when I called you. It was a telephonic call and I explained it to you what we are about to do over here.
Yeah.
And the next sentence that you said to me was, I am in Vivek. And I was so thrilled to hear to that. Thank you so much. It means a lot. So, Joey, you have been a coach, you have been an author. But if I would like to ask you, how would your closest friend describe you? What would you say?
Thank you for that question, Vivek. Actually, that question have been with my mind as well, and I asked some friends. I think my friend must tell me that you are the kindest, authentic, and the most energetic person, the friend that I ever had. So, being kind to someone, always find a silver lining with someone else. There's always people have a good and heart. And also being authentic. What you sow is what you get. I don't want to mask, people and all stuff like that. So I want to be authentic because that's the real thing in leadership. Be real, be you.
No more faces, just one
Yes.
single face, that's
Yes,
it.
absolutely.
You mentioned also that you have been an author and you have worn multiple hats. But if we drop all these titles and designations of you, who is Joe?
All right. Before all the titles, before all of this author things, I am a boy who have a big dream. Raising up in the Philippines where we're struggling when we are young. And that mind that keeps me moving forward is that get up. One day, you can turn these struggles into strength. And that's why who made me who I am today.
Very nice. Was there a darkest point or a point where you had the largest setback of your life? And what was the turning point from there? How did you reach this stage that you are now writing a book, you are now educating people, now you're taking seminars and motivating people out there? What was that turning point in your life?
Actually, it's in my Dare to be a CEO. Within the book, you can read what is one of the saddest and difficult times of my life. And what I did actually is that you have to get up. When you have problem, there's no other option. You have to face it. Face it with courage. Though the time, the sleepless nights is there, the stress, all the body pains, when you're having that stress, you will have body pains and stuff. But one thing for sure, you have to get up and you are the only one who can save yourself. So that's why I encourage everyone, if you have some setbacks, you cannot run away from it. You have to really deal with it with courage. And don't wait for other people to tell you what to do. You have to take charge of your life. Every decision that you've made, you are the owner of your life. So you must do it.
Very nice. The decision that you take, you are the owner of your life. It's very well said. Why do you think the world needs dare to be a CEO?
Thinking about this question, I am a person who needed guidance. When the time that I feel stuck, I feel helpless. I feel that there's no one who will tell me what to do. And Dare to be CEO is behind it is I have to empower everyone. That at the end of the day, no one will save you, Vivek, on that craziest and deepest saddest of your life. No one will come to pick you. You have to pick yourself. And that's why the same empowerment I will give to everyone reading this book that yes, you can, and yes, you will overcome it.
You mentioned that you have been practicing emotional intelligence. You are certified coach. To all the other viewers out there, can you explain us what does emotional intelligence means?
Vivek, growing up, nobody tell us that there's a problem in life coming ahead. When you failed, no one will tell you how to deal with it. So as I want to explore about emotional intelligence, it's not being emotionless, but emotional intelligence is being smart with your emotions. What does it mean? First, you have to be self-aware. Your emotions. You have to name it, to tame it, and then you frame it. This is the three process that I would like to share with everyone. For example, if your boss mad at you, shouting at you, what you will do? We tend to reply, but we don't tend to listen and understand people. So what emotional intelligence is doing is that it helps manage your emotions. It regulates it. When you name it, you can tame it, and then you can reframe your mindset. At that time, when you pause, your mind will catch up that emotion, and then you can make a better choices and decision in life as well.
You rightly mentioned one example of a relation of a employee and a boss. Does emotional intelligence is applicable to other relations as well, like a parent or anyone out there? How do you give them tips on, let's say for example, parenting? Is emotional intelligence applicable on parenting?
Yes, absolutely. Well, emotional intelligence, it is a larger scope, which it is applicable not only on parents and children, can be co-workmates, it can be anyone. It is applicable with everyone. It's very important that if the parents, for example, when the daughter or the kids got tantrums, what you will do? We always tend, for example, one of our friend Gada told me just today that some of the parents, when accidentally the kids spills something, the water or something like that, what the parents do? Some of the parents do is that slap the kid.
Very true.
That's the first instant of the mother. Some of the
Easiest.
mother, I generally, okay, I will not tell anyone is doing that, but some people are doing that. And instead of slapping your kids, what emotional intelligence do? Okay, breathe, pause, and relax, and keep this in mind. Your kid's life is more important than that water, than that glass, than that toy that is being damaged. So you make sure that your kids is more important than these things.
Correct. The relationship matters.
Yes, relationship matters,
True.
absolutely.
True. Is it applicable to any other instance as well? Like for
Absolutely.
example, you're traveling in a metro or you're driving a car and you're stuck in traffic.
Sure.
And in these situations, does emotionally intelligent people make different decisions of life?
Of course, absolutely. I want to tell this that being emotion is not emotional intelligence, right?
Okay.
So emotional intelligence is like when you're stuck in the traffic, what will you do? Maybe you do just
Honk.
coming here,
Yeah.
you go do the horning and stuff like that. We cannot do anything about it. It's a traffic. So you must go along with it. Enjoy the moment. So that time you can pause. Maybe that's a time that you can have silence, catching up your breathing. And I will tell you some tools on how to handle it, right? So one of the most effective way, simplest but the most effective way that saves even relationship, that saves even the best decision in life is to really pause and breathe. When someone's talking at you, maybe they are mad at you or something like that, what you gonna do? Listen to understand, pause, and breathe. When you breathe, it circulates your heart as well and your emotions, and it gives you relax, and the brain catches your emotion. Then you will have a clarity in making decisions. That's why we don't really tell people that commit these decisions when you are happy or sad. By the time you are being your amygdala has been hijacked. You know, the thought in your
Yeah.
brain has been hijacked. So this is the time that you can apply the emotional intelligence.
So, Joey, tell me one thing. These days, people face loneliness as a challenge because they are staying away from their family for job purposes or for a further reason, or even for study purpose. Kids, especially as well. How do you coach them, or how do they make a right decisions in life, considering the emotional intelligence perspective?
Actually, we have the competencies. We call it competencies. When I do my coaching, they have to answer those questions because as a coach, you really need to know the root. What are the things that they envision? What are the things that you have struggled with? So I technically need to understand my client. I have to talk with them. So these are the questions that needs to be addressed. One thing of my technique is that first I have to listen to my client. Listening and understanding with my client. So active listening is very important in coaching because at the end of the day, it is the client is your main focus. So with this generation nowadays, they are like, especially in the Philippines, we have this cancel generation. Like, I cancel you with my friends if you do some bad thing like that. And people are easily get into too emotional that you can see the recent news about suicides and stuff like that,
True.
right? And I must say for all of these people that lonely, who has been struggled, first you really have to look for someone that will listen to you. It's very important that there will be someone where will become accountable to you. Because like me, I have been there. I haven't mentioned in the book, but yes, I am also a suicidal survivor.
Okay.
Yeah. Because as a kid, I was longing for love. I was seeking for love for someone and somewhere else who can understand me, who can listen to me. These are the simple things that we can do in
As a
our
kid, you
in
require,
our family, relatives, or our friends.
yes.
Leaning our ears and really listening to them. Number one is very important to reach out. If you feel alone, reach out with somebody. You can reach out with Vivek. We can reach out with me, right? So these are the things that we can offer. I'm very passionate. That's why I'm very passionate in mental health advocacy because we have to raise awareness that you should not answer a temporary problem with a permanent solution. I believe that every problem has a solution, and every problem that you address becomes your business as well,
True.
right?
True.
One of the best business that we come in right now is because of that problem that we are digging in, right?
True. True. Does toxic relation affect people's emotional intelligence part? Some people, I believe, they are emotionally intelligent at some point in their time, but circumstances make them decide a different path as well. So, toxic relation, how it affects?
Actually, yes, is you really have to choose people that surrounds you, friends that surrounds you, because I I must say that people who have different types of friends, it influence you the way you talk, the way you act, the way you think. These people that surround you will really affect your decisions in life. So you have to choose wisely because if you're gonna spend more time with these people who have this different mindset, then you'll become one of them, right? So it's very important to really seek help, to really find those people who can encourage you. Yeah, so that's what I did even during the situation, because depression is really important to understand nowadays, and to manage your depression, you have to use emotional intelligence. So these are the small things that you have to do. Keep breathing. There's different types of tools, but I must advise the simple thing: keep breathing. You breathe, you inhale, hold it, pause it, and release slowly. And you can do the same until you become calm. And then you will have the right perspective in life. And yes, we are all human, Vivek. There will be sometimes that the emotion will hijack us. The emotion will overtake our cognitive the way of thinking. So it's very important that all human makes mistake, right? Maybe today I'm inspiring you, but maybe tomorrow also there'll be some problem. Time will come that we can disappoint people, right? Because we are human.
True.
The best understanding here is that we are all human and we allow us things to grow in this situation that we are struggling and we have some failures. I must say it's not a failure, it's a challenge that you have to overcome to become a better person. So my advice to everyone is this thing. Higher your appreciation and lower your expectation. In any relationship, I think this principle is very important. When you have high expectation, you will have high problem that will come and stress to you, right? But if you lower your expectation and higher appreciation, nowadays people needs a tap on the shoulder, right? People
Exactly.
needs encouragement and energy. So this is the thing, the best thing that we can do in our society.
Do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
Do you think faith in God has an impact on the person's decision making or controlling these emotional disruptions happening? Does it impact?
Absolutely. In my book, I already shared that I am a man of faith as well. That you need faith in God. And whatever God who you called, we know that there is someone higher than us that's guiding us. So me, I grew up in that principles only that there will be someone guiding me, that taking care of me. So in my book, I stated also that you should have a community that have faith, that encourage you to grow your faith, your perspective. Sometimes when out of the human things or perspective, there will be always a godly perspective. So sometimes things that we cannot understand in a human understanding, definitely we entrust the higher authority to the higher God that we called. And that's molds me. Growing up, that molds me to become one of the, I think I must say, humble and authentic person in that's alive nowadays. Yeah, I must say.
So, Joe, we spoke about emotional intelligence in parenting. We spoke about emotional intelligence in kids nowadays, the loneliness, the toxic relationship, everything. Do you think emotional intelligence should be a part of training for leadership? And how important is it nowadays? And has there been any example in your life where you have seen emotional intelligence have saved or destroyed someone's career?
Wow, that's really amazing question. Leadership in emotional intelligence in leadership. I think we must really have the training out of that because you know if you want to stay in the leadership, I must say 20% is IQ, but 80% is EQ.
EQ.
The emotional intelligence is very important. Okay, you have high knowledge, you have high skills, but the most important thing in a job or anywhere is relationship. How to handle relationship is very important.
True.
How to handle your emotions. So you handle your emotions first, and then you allow it to manage it from there within. Then you become a better leader. The time you will think that okay, what I will do, what I have to say when posing. Okay, so some leaders. Nowadays there's lots of corruptions and stuff like that in the trending and all. But I must say that if this leader just pause. Sometimes we are shouting. Why? We are shouting because we feel very far from each other. Right? That's why we shout because we cannot hear each other because our hearts is far from each other. So emotional intelligence will help you calm, okay, and build your critical thinking so that you may able to address the problem well. I apply this even myself. When my boss shouted at me, I just pause and think what I will respond to her afterwards. What I did actually is that I talked to her. Mom, why you told me that thing? What makes you think that I am like that? So when you build the right questions in your head, you will have the clarity as well. Always consider other people's emotion. That's what I did. You listen to people. Why they are shouting? Why they are always angry? Right? Maybe they have something within themselves. So nowadays you have to take time. Why this kid is doing that? Why my co-workmate is doing like this? Right? Why my boss is always mad? When you dig to their life, you must say that they are stressed out. They're also human.
Yeah.
right? So leaders fails when they don't know how to manage their emotion. So this is very important. Maybe in your life, I can see, I have managers when I'm working before. They don't know how to manage their emotions. They keep shouting at us. And one day I faced this guy, the manager, because the fear of the manager. We're so fearful. Maybe the manager will kick us out at work, right? But I must say, if you're in the right direction, you have the right as well to tell them.
True.
My boss always required me, go to this area. Even your day off, they called you. I told, I don't need money all the time, boss. I need rest. I'm also human. So when we have that perspective that everyone, really, you will have. And I must go back to that question about the leadership. I think the leadership the toxic advice that I've heard. This guy actually advised me. You should have. I will encourage you to. People should fear you. To be an effective leader, you should you should be you should be the one who will river people will respect you and all by shouting or injecting the fear. But I must say, this is one of the toxic leadership advice that I've ever heard in my life. Why? Okay, this time, Vivek, maybe you will do something for me because you fear me, right? But when the times this person stop fearing you, what will you do? It will motivate you in a season, but it will not be a lifetime. So I advise this at the end of the day. I advise this manager. Even boss, you will kick me. I will tell you something honestly. If you will motivate me with love, even if you are not here, I will do my thing.
I'll run extra mile for you.
Yeah, right.
True.
So if you're a leader right now, if you have that power, if you have that position, don't throw in it. Right? Be the boss that you wish you want the other people to be the boss, right?
True.
Yeah.
Empowering people and understanding their emotions is, I believe, yes, what you're saying is a true leadership quality. Do you believe in this quote that you should hire always people more smarter than you?
Well, if you're talking about technicals, yes, as a CEO as well, you will have to think someone that is really smart than you. Smart in a way that maybe technicals.
Technicals.
But you have at the same time you have to look for a person who has also have higher emotional intelligence. Because what the skills will do if he's always mad, he's always angry, like he don't know how to manage the emotion, it will ruin the company. It will ruin your leadership. So it's very important that okay, seek those who have high skill at the same time with the highest emotional intelligence. And by the way, if you don't have a high emotional intelligence this time, you can do it. You can practice it and become a better version of yourself.
So it's a learned skill,
It can
is
be
what you
learned.
can say.
And I consider this is a life skills that everyone should know. All the ages should know about emotional intelligence.
Because it is applicable on all the roles that you play as a father, as a kid, as a brother, as a boss, or even as a general human being.
Absolutely.
applicable.
I agree with you. Or being a driver, being a cleaner, or being the CEO, or being whoever you are. This is applicable to everyone. And I must advise you have to take this life skills seriously. It will help your perspective. It will help your relationship. Maybe why people don't reconcile because they don't listen with each other. Right? Communication with emotional intelligence will bring you further.
Can you give us simple techniques or tricks that we can follow to become better emotionally intelligent?
Okay. Yeah, I already advised you one of the quickest one is the pause and breathe.
Pause and breathe.
You can do yoga, you can do meditation. These are the things that helps your mind become calm.
Okay.
Silence is very nice. Yeah, so this is the time that you can pause and think about it. So being emotional intelligent really requires practice as well. So first you will have self awareness. Second, you have to be you know how to do the self management. You manage your emotion, and that's the way that you can also understand other people's emotion. When you understand yourself, you will understand others as well. That's why I have this. I must say that the thing that I'm building right now is that master your emotion, master your destiny. So I'm building on this I must say I'm working on a guidelines or a workshop, something that will focus on emotional intelligence. Because when you know your and manage your emotion, you will have a fantastic destiny in life.
Very well said. Emotional, the person who gets to manage his emotion, he gets to manage every facets of his life.
True.
Interesting. How important is public speaking according to you?
All right. Public speaking is very important with everyone. It's not technically that you have to be on stage to be a public speaker. Public speaking practice start at home. Conversation is like a form of public speaking.
Free conversation.
But you have only one audience. Like for example, you and me, one audience. I am a speaker, you're a listener. And you move forward in the group and then on the stage, then you'll become, a public speaker. Public speaking is an essential leadership skills, communicating with confidence and the leadership as well. So I would like to introduce you, if you may, I would like to introduce what helps me, even this book, Dare to be a CEO, published this year. What and who?
Who?
One of the greatest motivator why I push through this Dare to be a CEO is Toastmaster International.
I've heard about this organization.
Yes. So Toastmaster International, I belong to Desert Voices Toastmaster Club. That's my home club. And I am the area director now, which is higher level of the presidency of I'm handling 5 clubs. After that, there will be a division director and I belong to Division B, District 127, Region 8. All right. So we have this 100 years old organization.
Oh, perfect.
So it is a non-profit organization that really help and build leaders to communicate and to lead people for life as well.
Who is the audience for Toastmasters and what can you expect out of this organization?
Okay. Toastmaster, we have 2 segments. One is for the gavel. These are the kids, like the youth. And we have people who are like us, people who are adult that wanted to pursue their personal growth and professional growth as well in public speaking. I am only 1 year and 8 months in Toastmaster, by the way, but it builds me confidence and energy. And I thank for my Toastmaster District 127, shout out to them. They are the people who really push me forward to publish this book, and they are my audience. They are there to support you. I think one of the best segment, especially in Toastmaster, is the evaluation. Outside world will never tell you feedback. But here in Toastmaster, we have the segments in our each meeting. Number 1 is the prepared speeches, where you can introduce yourself between 4 to 6 minutes if it's an icebreaker. We have 5 to 7 minutes. You can talk about your any topic that you would like.
A profile that you're working into.
Yes.
Or anything that your business that you have.
Yeah, any topic that you would like to share with the community. Next is the table topic. This is an impromptu speaking.
Impromptu, yeah.
Yeah, so like you will have, you will ask questions and then that time you have to think on your feet and address that. And the last part is the evaluation. Those speakers, the prepared speakers, they will have an evaluators. These evaluators will help you improve your communication skills or your speech for the next level. What they do actually is that the best part is that this is a safe place for everyone where you can make mistakes. And people still applaud for you.
Very nice.
Yeah, this is where I grow. People appreciate who you are and your progress as well. They celebrate your progress. And that's the best part. So they will tell you what good at your speech, and then they will tell you how can you improve it. So these are the things that really matters in Toastmaster. I encourage everyone to join us on this wonderful organization because it helps me build me who I am today. And in 1 year and 8 months, you can achieve something. I can see the growth of my club members as well. They are very afraid of public speaking, shaking. Some of them bring the covers, bring the paper in front to just speak. But nowadays, I saw one lady there. No more copies, memorize, and very passionate. So these are the growth that we celebrate in Toastmaster. That's why I encourage everyone in any level of life, even in your companies, it will benefit you right? So the way you communicate with confidence, this is Toastmaster. The best part is you can make mistakes and people still applaud you and help you build to become a better version of yourself.
That's interesting. These days there is a person who can give you a critical, constructive feedback, a very less, and as an organization like this make a difference.
By the way, we have this is global. This is global. We have around 150 countries in the world who are Toastmasters available. For example, me, I communicated already in District 109, District 100. So we have, I have friend now in Italy. I have friend in Switzerland. I have friend in, in US. So all of these are a good thing that, people
You
are
build
really
your
investing.
network.
Yeah, you have.
Correct.
I think I must say that investing in your personal development is very important. And Toastmaster, I must say that when you join Toastmaster, it is a lifetime worth of investment. It builds you.
Very
It
nice.
helps you connect to the world as well. And we have a contest, by the way, every year. Like there will be someone that will be a world champion of public speaking.
Okay.
So this year, that's we have one champion that's coming here in Dubai as well.
Interesting.
So we are so excited. Sayab Sapchi is from India, and he will be coming here this week in Dubai UAE as well. Yeah. So you can connect in the world. You can network. You can have the potentials as well to be one of the author because of Toastmaster.
Interesting. So, Joe, let's have a rapid fire round of question where you're just about to answer in a very short.
Sure.
A book that inspires you apart from your book.
Insight by Dr. Miles Monroe.
Why?
It focuses on how you have to have that purpose in your leadership. It's very important that you know your leadership and lead someone else.
Okay. Second question. Tea, coffee, or silence? What
Silence.
fuels?
Silence, please.
Usually when you plan for writing something, what is it that you prefer? Silence, is it in your own place or you go outside someplace? And
Well, sometimes as an author, when you go out, it can be while you're traveling, it can be in the park, but silence, it must be in my room.
very nice. Third question. If given a chance to spend one day with an author, dead or alive, who that would be?
I think Dr. Miles Monroe, who really inspires me. He is a Bahamian, so he is also a pastor and he's a leader in his organization, and he lead lots of presidents as well during his reign. And I must say he is one of the person who have impacted me the most. I never met him, but his books, his videos really inspired me, encouraged me with a different perspective that other peoples don't have that kind of perspective.
Very nice. Because inspiration can come from anyone,
Yes.
whether that can be a person or a thing or even animals for that matter.
Yeah. As an author, you have be reflective. It can be from the movie that you watch.
Exactly.
It can be from the plant. It can be from animals. The wisdom is everywhere. God created and designed for it, where we can reflect really, if we are really have that kind of perspective.
True. So before I let you go, Joe, I just wanted to understand what is your unfiltered advice that you would give to the people out there who wish to become an author? What would be your advice to them?
My advice is be fearless. Chase your dream. Even if you fail, trust the process. One day, you have to really pick up yourself and move forward. One day, those struggles, just like me, those struggles during my younger years and that failures build me resilience. So you can take up that challenge, embrace it. Whatever your situation right now, embrace it and move forward. And I'm sure, yes, you can, and yes, you will.
That's amazing. That's a very great advice.
Okay.
It will definitely move those set of people who are looking for becoming an author, or not just an author, any part of their life. It will make a difference, Joe. So yeah, that was Mr. Joe Rendon, and he gave us his insights of life, journey, struggles, and that was very insightful, I would say. But that's not the end. We will see in the next episode some other author with his or her journey, and it will be a game changer for all of us. Until then, Have a great day. Subscribe and like this video, and please wait for the next video to come across. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.